I hear you thinking, this looks like another Paper.io ripoff. You can expand by moving out of your own territory, you kill players by cutting their tails, and you have a game. But hold on for a minute. What are these? This is one of the 5 different tower classes in the game, and these towers are the reason this game is unique. They create a whole new dynamic in a familiar game setup with new strategies and playing styles. In this video, I will rank all towers from weakest to strongest, explain how to use them, and how to fight against them. While doing so, I will also explain the other unique mechanics of this game. So let's dive in. The first tower is the spreading totem. This is by far the weakest tower in the game. It works by continuously shooting a laser beam at the hexagons around it, making them part of your territory. That looks great at first, but there are quite a few drawbacks. First of all, the further the laser beam has to shoot, the slower it becomes. The speed wears off really quickly, making the tower quite inefficient in the long run. It is actually much faster to capture territory yourself. Second of all, it doesn't have any offensive or defensive properties that you can use as a player. It just stands there and fires away for whomever claims it. While it is nice to capture to get a quick foothold in enemy's territory, it can be stolen back just as easily. So, sorry Spraying Totem, but at least you look cool. The second tower is the Speed Totem. Upon capturing, your speed increases with 5%. Moving faster makes it easier to kill opponents, defend from their attacks, and to expand your territory faster. However, the totems are not the only way to increase your speed. You also get a 10% speed increase every time when you level up, which you mainly do by increasing your area. In the bottom of your screen is a progress bar telling you how close you are to reaching the next level, and this fills up when you claim extra territory. You can check your total increase of speed in the top left corner of the gameplay. So, while the extra 5% from the tower is nice, it's not a game changer. Once you manage to capture multiple speed totems, however, the effect becomes stronger, but this is usually only useful later in the game. This brings us to the third tower on the list, which is the slowing totem. When captured by a player, it forms a mist in the area around it, which slows down all enemy players. This makes it much easier to defend your territory. This tower is especially strong in the beginning of your game, when you only have a small area to defend. It can function as a sort of base from where you can begin to expand more safely, without having to fend off attackers all the time. Their effect becomes less strong, however, when your territory increases, as players can just avoid the tower and attack you in other places. But sometimes you can capture multiple of these towers in a row, creating a sort of wall that's not easily breached, even when you have a large area captured behind it. If you are up against this tower, it is best to capture it slowly. By making small movements, you avoid your tail being exposed when the owner decides to show up. Once you capture the tower, you can safely capture the rest of the area under the mist. One of the strongest towers in the game is the Spy Dish. When you normally look at the minimap, you can see your own territory and the position of all the towers on the map. Now watch what happens when you capture the Spy Dish. Boom! All the captured areas of the map become visible. Knowledge is power, and this is also the case for this game. By knowing who is around you, you can make better decisions in where you should move next. For example, when you have a player next to you with a large area, it's probably safer to attack him than small players, because he is probably busy somewhere else. Also, although you normally can't see the exact location of the players, you can estimate it from the changes in territory. In this example, you see the player's area grow here, so you know he is not close by you for the next few moments, making it safe to invade. This tower becomes especially strong in the king phase of the game. When someone captures 20% of the map, he becomes king. The timer starts in the top of your screen, and when he is not killed or his area is not reduced below 20%, that player will win the game when the timer runs out. The location of the king will show up on the minimap as a bright red dot. When you have the Spy Dish captured, you know exactly where his area is, so you can more easily invade and steal some of it. You also know when the king moves outside of his own territory, leaving him vulnerable to be killed. When you are a king yourself, the Spy Dish also gives you a big advantage. you not only see the territory of your enemies, but also their exact locations. This helps you to safely expand further and more easily defend until the timer runs out. It is also good to note, during the king phase, there are no new players spawning, so this makes skills much more valuable as a king. When the king is defeated, new players can join in again. Now it is time for the strongest tower in the game. The teleport. The way it works is simple. If you move through it, it will teleport you in a straight line towards the end of your territory. It will light up green when teleporting is possible. Here you see how I move around the teleport tower that is on the border of my territory. It lights up when I want to move sideways, but not outwards, as there is simply no area for me to teleport towards. When used well, this tower is amazing in killing invaders. Defending from invaders at the border by using close combat is risky, and even when you are a skilled player, there is no guarantee you will win. In this example, I see an invader that is nibbling from my territory. Instead of fighting him up close, I move away and use the teleport tower to surprise him. And there is nothing more satisfying in this game than giving invaders a mini heart attack when you suddenly appear in front of them. It helps a lot to defend your area even when it becomes really big, because you can move unpredictably and show up on each side of your territory within seconds. Eat that 5% speed bonus. The combination of the spy dish and the teleport is especially strong, as the extra information makes it much easier to use the teleport tower at the right time. Here you see an example where the game is in the king phase. The king has a spy dish, as we saw a moment ago. He knows that I am far away, so he decides to move in my territory. Exactly what I had been waiting for around my teleporting friend. Bye bye! It takes a while to get used to the teleporting and to predict when you have to move. But when you do, you could become much better at this game. Do you agree with the order of this list? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see how the strategies of this video are used to win a full game, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.